Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining me this morning for Thursday Thoughts with the First Lady. I'm glad you're here. Just want to say that I'm just loving Jesus and loving you guys this morning, and so glad that you decided to tune in and join me. Well, I'm going to share just a couple quick thoughts with you, just kind of what the Lord's been speaking to me about. A couple of weeks into getting back into the building and having services again, the Lord woke me up early one morning and took me to Micah chapter 5, verse 21. So I'm going to read it for you just real quickly. It's kind of a hard word, but it's what the Lord was telling me at that moment, and so I want to share it with you guys. And it says, I hate all your show and pretense, the hypocrisy of your religious festivals and solemn assemblies. I will not accept your burnt offerings and grain offerings. I won't even notice all your choice peace offerings. Away with your noisy hymns of praise. I read that, I was like, okay, we just finally got the worship team back. We're praising, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? And it says, away with your noisy hymns of praise. I will not listen to the music of your harps. Instead, I want to see a mighty flood of justice, an endless river of righteous living. And when I got down to that part, it kind of all made sense to me. It's like, okay, it's great that we're back in the building, and it's great that we're having live services, and it's great that the worship team is back and that everybody's back full board and we're worshiping, but it's not going to do any good, and it's not going to reach the heart of God if our hearts aren't pure while we're doing it. And the Lord just began to speak to me about how, many people have come back into the building, into live gatherings, but their hearts haven't changed. They still have things against their brothers or their sisters. They still have racial prejudice. They still have a lot of, offenses and things that they haven't allowed God to heal them of. And they're just coming back to church and they're going through the motions because that's what they've always done. And now that the church is open, they're back doing it again. But they haven't allowed God to really heal those things in their lives. And God is speaking and he's saying, more than I want that, more than I want you meeting together, and more than I want your praise and your worship and all your instruments, I want a flood of justice. I want an endless river of righteous living. And that is something that has to take place within the hearts of man. And so that's kind of the word that the Lord had been giving me, and challenging me about, even when I get up to lead worship, at the Independence campus every Sunday. Make sure your heart is pure. Make sure there's no offenses. There's nothing that you're harboring, because that's not the kind of offering that I want. And, I want to see a flood of justice. I want to see an endless river of righteous living. I want to see my people becoming the church and rising up and not just going through the motions and not just singing the songs and not just attending to attend, but really allowing me to make that heart change so that they can become the people that I've called them to be. And so these are just the Thursday thoughts with the mother of the house that the Lord has been giving me. So take it for what it is. I love you guys. And I look forward to worshiping with you again this Sunday in spirit and in truth. Thanks for listening, and please tune in with me every Thursday for a quick thought. Love you guys, and peace out, baby.